Beat,
Yes.
I want you to sum up in one sentence how much better 1987 RoboCop is to Justice League.
Oh my... In one sentence?
In one sentence.
The CGI of a man falling is they use a toy
It's a
with
puppet.
a puppet with rubber arms, which are 9 inches longer than an actual proportionate normal human being, and that is better than when Wonder Woman does a kind of shimmy roll to save 500
Beat,
kids.
one sentence, not a paragraph.
There you go. Alright.
Rubber Puppet Man.
Rubber Puppet Man, better CGI.
They're talking crass, yeah. They're talking crass, yeah. They're talking crass, yeah. They're talking crass, yeah. Crass. 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 They're talking crass, yeah. They're talking crass, yeah.
Hello, and welcome to Talking Crass, your go-to podcast for films and good banter. Beat, how you doing?
Why are we using the word banter, John?
I don't know, but it made a shiver.
Now, we use crack, but I think crack and banter have 2 different meanings.
Right.
Or is that just me personally?
I think it's just you personally. Beat, I'm massively hungover.
Okay.
So this one's going to be a bit of a quick podcast.
Cut us off. Cut us off.
I'm gonna
Move
cut you-
on.
If we need to keep this down to 30 minutes to 45 minutes, we need to get through the bullshit and straight into the film.
Let's fucking go.
So what we're doing this week, people, is the absolute classic 1987 RoboCop. Not the 2014 one, which was absolute trash.
It's so boring.
Very boring.
I mean, I'm not gonna
how
say-
can you make RoboCop
It's
boring?
not terrible. It's not terrible,
Yeah.
but it's pretty boring.
I think I was a bit harsh there. It's probably not terrible. Like
It's
what
got
you
Focus
say.
Hocus Pocus in as well, which was also in Baby Drive. You know, the same way he's running.
Yes, it has got that in. Is that when he's doing all the
fucking shooting robots? Why isn't he shooting human beings? And why aren't human beings having
Exactly.
explosive little red pockets of fake blood coming out of the t-shirt?
Because it's not the 80s anymore,
well
Beat.
done.
Beat, this is you going to take the usual route of not necessarily top 5.
Yeah, boy.
Then we're going into true or false trivia. Then we're going to discuss the film in all of its entirety.
Yes.
And then finish off with a few fun questions.
Come on, mate.
Are you happy with that setup, Beat? Layout, whatever you want to call it.
Happy as little cracky.
I'm quite worried that you... Obviously, we were out all day, but you weren't drinking.
Yes.
And you look worse for wear.
Do I?
More than what I do. And I had 14 pints. Not that I'm bragging.
Brilliant.
It's not good, or clever, or big to drink.
I've just woke up.
Ah, fair enough. Because your hair's in pretty
I
much
might look
afro
terrible,
mode.
but I feel great.
Are you hot to trot like?
I feel hellish.
Oh, it's because you know we're doing RoboCop and not Justice League.
It is exactly
That's exactly
that.
right. Right, Beat. So what we'll do is we'll go straight into and not necessarily top 5. And in true RoboCop style, this week's not necessarily top 5 is not necessarily top 5 times robots have gone rogue in film.
Right.
Beat, take us away.
Well, first of all, we chose the top 5 because we were really grasping at straws. You're hungover and it was your decision.
And we've literally got the room for 45 minutes, so we need to get it done.
Yes, correct.
And this is what we came to.
So-
what were the options, by the way? What we were also going to do?
Acid face, but we'd already done
Acid
melting.
melts.
We'd already done like melting face.
Ah, so it's the same thing.
Same thing.
And you come up with nut shots.
No, but how many nut shots are in film?
I can remember one shotgun nut shot, and I can't.
Can't remember the
Someone
film.
gets
You didn't
shotgunned
see
in the
it.
nuts. Can you remember it or not? Do you know what I'm talking
So,
about?
because she's been somewhat raped, something like that. I spit on your grave, maybe.
I don't know. Someone gets shotgunned in the nuts, and
I think
just,
it's like
a
a
spread effect. And he's like, "Oh Jesus, why did you do that?"
I know exactly what you're saying.
I don't know which film it is though. Isn't it? I want to say Kill Bill. It's when he gets the guy with the cowboy hat when she goes into the trailer van. Oh no, she's the one who gets shotgun in the nuts, but she's got no nuts.
What? No, she doesn't.
Yes,
she
she
gets
does.
shotguns in the chest.
Oh shit!
I mean, sensitive area as well.
right,
but
that's fair. Sorry,
All right.
I'm on the wrong line.
Okay.
Beat, take us away.
Sorry, right. So he got us off guard.
Pure film knowledge right here, people.
Okay, well, the first one I've chosen is like the boringest, most mundane answer ever, and the second one.
Did you Google it?
No.
Okay.
And the second one is so far from the original
Right.
idea, it's not funny.
Sorry, B, can I just stop you there?
Yeah.
That's really putting us off. I've just got a picture of RoboCop in front of us, in front of a Delta City sign.
What's up with his legs? His legs are weirder than I remember.
His legs are at least 10 times bigger than his body.
He's a T-Rex. Not the only T-Rex
Right,
in the film.
moving on, come on.
Right, first
hit us.
on iRobot. Yeah, I've gone for
I've
it.
got iRobot
All right?
as well.
don't,
All right.
don't laugh at us.
I've got iRobot as well, that's one of mine down.
Sammy. Is the main robot called Sammy? He has dreams.
How can you make a robot look that boring?
Oh my god. Because you know who played him?
Who?
I'm sure it's the guy who...
Vanilla. Idris Elba.
What?
What?
Not. I'm
Neutral.
sure... Alan Turing? No, he invented the...
The Turing test.
he invented the computer.
He fucking invented like the
Alan-
coding.
Alan-
He invented coding in World War II, you dickhead.
the Enigma code.
The Enigma code.
No, the guy who is in Rogue One, who plays the robot.
Alright.
Him, Alan Summit.
I don't give a shit anyway. It's the most boring robot I've ever seen.
Will
And
Smith's
For
good.
some
mate.
reason, I really want to punch it in the face.
I like Will Smith. I wish he made better career choices.
You know, I enjoy that he still wears leather Converse in like 3050 AD.
That's
or
very
whatever it
cool, eh?
is. AD? What the fuck? I'm hungover. Don't judge us, people. Right, I'm gonna hit you one with B. A Talking Crass favourite, Short Circuit.
Your mama was a snowblower. I love Get Married.
What a film that is, by
It
the
is
way.
what about Short Circuit 2? It never gets a mention. Is
I know.
Short Circuit 2 called Electric Boogaloo? Am I made that
I
up?
think you've made it up.
Oh,
what's
I wish it
what's
was.
Short Circuit Robot's name? Is it Short Circuit or not?
Yes, 100%.
Are you sure?
No, not at all.
It's got a fucking name.
That's
it's like
not
Will
you,
or
moron.
something. Right, Pete, I'm going straight into the next one. Lost in Space.
Oh my god,
Doesn't the robot go wild?
But it gets it back on side, 100%.
I think so, I.
Isn't that made off the like literally the cartoon?
I don't know, but I still have nightmares when that guy turns into the fucking spider.
I have nightmares
Ooh,
of
it's horrible, that.
One, I have really cool dreams of being Matt LeBlanc with that helmet because I had a toy of it.
Right,
when I was
yes,
a
that's
kid.
fair.
That's the coolest looking helmet I've ever seen. Even though if you watch it back, it's absolutely
Is this the film
terrible.
that killed Matt LeBlanc's career?
Absolutely,
Okay.
100%. And then secondly, that CGI ape is the worst CGI I've ever seen.
Is it blue, or am I just thinking the
It
thing?
turns blue.
Yeah, it
it's
does,
like,
doesn't it?
And the opposite of monochromatic, whatever that means.
Okay, Pete, hit us with your next one.
This was the real loose one. Luke Skywalker's hand.
What? How does Luke Skywalker's hand?
Betray him.
All it does is just lose it just melts. It's just a fucking robot hand.
Okay, right. When he's
How can you make a robot hand, right, but you can't make skin that'll last more than 6 months?
That's a great point.
That's
I mean,
a-
it's pretty intricate to have an actual.
And when you press the skin, it actually fucking works.
Here's one for you. Why have normal hands? If your
Robot hands would be better. in life.
robot hands would always be better. Oh, feel.
Here's one for you.
Or does it replicate touch?
Here's one for you, Bede.
Aye.
Have you ever felt a bike's chain?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Imagine if he gets his other hand chopped off and he's on that island by himself and all he's got is that metal hand. You know what I'm getting at.
No, he'd definitely swim down with a rock, wouldn't you?
It'd be like, all I'm saying is it'd be like a bike chain. No wonder the dude's moody in this fucking film.
Nah.
Walk around moody.
The question is, do you lose sensation?
Not when your dick of a bike chain's going over it.
Anyway,
Oh,
right.
crass, Peter,
How did I
crass.
get to that one? I just picked it out.
So why? Why?
Alright,
Why?
when he-
Why did it go
so
rogue?
this came at my head when he's going to kill. Suppose for Star Wars. It's a,
Right,
it's a
which
brand
one?
new, it's a new one.
The original one.
Yes.
Right, if you haven't seen the original Star Wars, you should be listening to the podcast.
Return. All right.
Okay.
He goes to kill Vader,
Yes.
and he's fucking hammering down on him. It's got that glorious music in the background.
yeah.
It's probably one of my favourite scenes out of the
Yeah.
whole lot of it. And he looks down. He chops Vader's hand
And
off.
he's got a massive pair of bars.
He chops Vader's hand off, and he looks down at his own hand and realises he's turned into Vader.
Really?
So I'm going. That's the amalgamation
Shit,
of
he
his
does do that.
bad side
That's cool. I like
and
that.
his
Bit.
lack of humanity.
Beat.
There you go.
You know why?
Little
This is
twist.
why everyone loves you on the podcast and just thinks I'm there
Oh,
for the
fuck
crack.
you. Well, to be fair, you answer every Twitter. I don't check Twitter.
You just rock up and do the
'Cause I
podcast.
don't like technology, I guess.
I don't like technology.
Social media.
All right. Is that because you're scared of robots going rogue?
Exactly right.
Okay. Right, I'll finish it off, Pete. Avengers: Age of Ultron.
All right, fair play.
What a boring point.
Yeah, it's a boring one.
It's a horrible one, isn't it?
Where can we go from that?
I have no strings on me.
Oh wait, so you got an Ultron? Or you got an...
Ultron or any 50,000 robot in
Paul
it?
Bettany?
Is he a robot?
Red Paul Bettany is
Is
the
Vision a robot?
The Vision is not technically a robot. I think he's more... No, he's like a synthetic human. I don't know what they make him out. Oh, they make him out of adamantium.
What's he like in the comics?
Pretty. He's like.
Is he not just from
powerful...
space in the comics, or
I don't
is
know.
that actually how you
Here's
made
one
him?
for you. How do you kill Vision? Because he can go. He can.
Have you seen the new Infinity War trailer?
Yep.
Well, apparently you can just rip the bloody jewel out of his fucking head.
But he's too busy banging a fucking.
Do you know what?
lass who looks 20 years younger than him.
And that's so fucking weird. Paul Bettany and a 16-year-old Scarlet Witch.
See, I shouldn't judge.
I know.
mean, we shouldn't judge. Age is but a number. Fair play if you want to have any relationship you want.
They've
That's a bit weird to me.
They've definitely put extra makeup on him.
Do you reckon?
He's like,
Soften them in. Soften them, yeah.
his face is 2 inches longer through
he can
makeup.
become incorporeal to get us off that dangerous subtrack.
And why would you keep the fucking gem in the middle of his fucking head?
If
If you're trying to hide it, there you go.
That's a great point.
You fucking what? You just make him a normal person. If you turn his red face into like normal putty.
Right, so there's another character called... Fuck, I'm sidetracking.
Hurry up.
How,
It's only
if,
got
you can
30, 45
become,
minutes.
if you can become... You know when you can put your arm through your
Right,
like, body?
yes. Yeah. Scarlet, you make this point all the time. Scarlet Witch could kill anything
Oh
or
shit,
anyone.
that's a different... That's the answer. Scarlet Witch can change your reality.
Right, so she's the best
Yes.
superhero.
Yeah.
Something like
But I don't know how powerful she is in the movies. I think she's
Right.
just a witch.
Okay. And that wraps up not necessarily top 5, people.
Moving on.
Straight into True or False Trivia Bead. In this popular segment, I've got no idea whether popular at all, we take trivia from a reputable movie website and I throw a couple of red herrings in there to try and catch Beat out. Beat,
Yes.
I'll hit you with the first one. It was discovered that when in full Robocop costume, Peter Weller could not fit properly into the police car as he was too bulky. That's why more shots of him show him exiting the car or preparing to get into it. For shots where he actually needed to be in the car, he only wore the top part of his costume and sat in his underwear. However, to maintain the illusion that Robocop wears the entire suit while inside the car, most shots show his robotic feet exiting the car first. True or false?
That sounds so true, it's not funny.
It is true.
Yeah!
You really know if anything's over 5 lines. It's true, don't you?
It's exactly. Also, if you're like, and see body language.
Oh, don't say that.
I'm sorry.
Right,
Was
okay.
they not look at
I'll
you?
try and do the same body language. Next point. Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal. This is a great start, obviously.
Steven Seagal was considered for the role of Murphy. He was shortlisted
No.
before Peter Weller got the part.
Imagine. False.
It's false.
Yeah.
I've got to try and get a Steven Seagal one in there.
When
every
you start the
episode.
sentence Steven Seagal, which because you spelled it wrong probably.
Probably. Peter Weller regularly soiled himself in the suit due to the fact that it took 11 and a half hours to put on and 2 hours to take off.
There's like, have you seen Peter Weller?
Yeah.
I dare to say a bad word about him.
He's a fucking hero.
He's a legend, but he looks like he could break your spine. There's no way he's shitting his own pants in life. He's too much of an adult.
That's false.
Of course it is. Plus robots don't poo, you know.
Well, that's a point I'm going to make later on because if he eats baby food, surely he shits.
There's someone on Reddit's made a fucking exhaust point. Definitely.
What the hell have I got here?
What have I got here? I wonder if this
Some
is true.
25 years later,
When
an internet
when
rumour-
did you hit the copy button?
an internet rumour began to get funding for a Robocop statue to be placed in Detroit. Peter
true.
Weller himself created a public service announcement to support the proposal. Eventually, a Kickstarter campaign was created and proved successful,
No.
as the 12-foot statue is now in production.
Now.
True or false?
It's true.
It is true.
'cause
Beat,
it's
if you
too
paid any attention to the Twitter, Agro, one of our followers, posted the actual article. And The robot they're making, or statue, looks tremendous.
Does it?
It looks...
Does
all
it?
in the article is just a massive metal Robocop leg.
Oh my god.
So they're building that in Detroit, they're putting it in there.
How big?
A
How
bit
big?
Like, a bit like the Rocky statue.
How big?
How big? 12 foot.
Don't you just love film when it does that?
100%.
I love that. So
I mean, would
much.
you go to Detroit and go and have a look? And check out the Robocop statue?
Why
Or would you be like, no, I'm not fucking going to check
I'm
that
definitely going to see that.
out? That's fair.
I wouldn't go and see a normal statue of an actual heroic person.
Bede,
Yes.
in Sacramento, California, a robbery suspect fled into a darkened movie theatre to escape pursuing the police.
Here we go.
He became so engrossed in the movie playing on screen that he failed to notice the police had evacuated all of the other patrons from the theatre.
That's definitely
So
false.
a guy went into a cinema trying to evade police.
Right.
He saw Robocop was playing.
And he just
Because it's an
stayed.
absolute classic, you just start
Would he
watching
steal?
it.
Would he steal?
I don't know, it was just an off license or something.
It's an off license.
True or false?
False.
That's true.
What?
Apparently.
Really?
Yeah,
Where's this source of information? The common
Popular movie website.
Okay. This is bullshit.
Well, apparently that's true. So he was trying to evade police, ran into a theatre, everyone left, and he just kept on watching the film. He was
But wouldn't
engrossed.
you?
He was just standing there just watching Robocop.
That's fucking brilliant.
Which is fair
The
enough.
irony is unbelievable in the fact that it's Robocop as well.
Yeah. Beat last point. The climactic meltman scene with Emily, Paul McCrane, melting after being soaked in acid was heavily objected to by the MPAA, who we hate Beat, and they demand to have it removed. However, they eventually backed down when they found out that in most test screenings, the scene elicited the most positive reaction from the test audience, such as that it was eventually passed without any cuts.
So that's
I'm not going again.
That's not the first time you recorded that.
I know,
It was
but I can't do it.
Just such as with as.
If you tried reading it elicited... Right, anyway, cut long story short, they wanted to cut it out, but it got good reviews, so they
I
kept it
love
in.
how.
But how
What is the MPA?
the MPA is the reason why we don't have blood.
It's
what
like
you talk
it's
about.
like Peggy.
Yeah,
It's
Peggy.
Peggy. Peggy 15. You know, like the gaming one.
Right, okay. aye.
That is a kind of a way to rate films.
Yes, yeah.
So they were bought basically because it did well and the audience liked it.
They were like, we can't.
They
take it
were
out.
like,
yeah, yeah.
"Well, forget our values for that."
They wanted rid of it, like, because
Can
it's a
we
guy.
stop screeching the
Because it's
mic
a guy
about it?
melting.
Right, that is true. It is horrific, but looking back
I was
at it
reading.
now,
I was reading on Twitter as well. Someone's teacher showed them this when it first came out when they were 10-year-olds.
That's brilliant.
The
I mean,
end of like an end of year type thing when
Yeah.
people used to be able to watch films.
yeah,
He showed this to a lot of 10-year-olds. He says it scarred him for life.
that's fucking. I mean, that's horrendous for the guy. It's purely your standpoint on how you would take it. Like,
Your 10-year-old beat this guy
you've got to
melting
see
with
that.
acid.
You've got to see that at 10-year-old. That would blow my mind out.
Fucking
Like,
hell,
how
man.
cool is it?
But you did see American Werewolf in London when you were 8.
Yes,
So that probably
that
is
did
why.
ruin us, but that's just for horror movies.
Beat. That brings down to True or False Trivia. Another exciting segment. Have you
Did I
got
get
any
all
points
right?
on it?
I got one wrong, didn't
You
I?
got one wrong, I
Oh,
think. aye.
fucking hell.
It wasn't Steven Seagal though, so well done.
Oh, do you put Steven Seagal in every one? Do
Pretty much every True or False Trivia. I'm waiting for the time when he is actually in one.
you think Steven Seagal's fat body could make it in the Robocop
It's the long
suit?
con. Well, apparently, do you know, who,
209?
do you know who was meant to play Robocop?
Who?
Mike Lyonside.
Oh, that's perfect.
But he was too big for the role. They need to get someone skinny to get into the suit.
Was Mike Lyonside in...
Starship Troopers.
Yes, of course, I know. He also voiced Apocalypse in like the Justice League
Did he?
animated stuff, and that is the voice of... You know how Mark Hamill's the voice of the Joker?
Yes, yeah.
Mike Lyonside's the voice of Darkseid. To me, personally.
That's
so
cool.
anybody to get in is not going to be the voice of Darkseid, unless it's him.
Fair point.
Do it, please, DC. Please, you're not going to do it. You're going to get in
You know, I'm not sure-
someone.
I'm-
I'll take Jeremy Irons. Double him up.
I can't take DC ruining me childhood anymore. Well, let's move on, beat. Right. Let's go into some episode discussion.
Let that go.
1987, RoboCop beat.
Love it. Me kicking it off? Right, starting us off, John.
Okay.
Beats points. Let her go. News report neatly displays all bad guys that we will love to hate for the rest of the film.
Straight away, wasn't
Straight
it?
away, boom. Crime, right? Obviously, it's introduction. This is
What
all.
is it? Detroit went bankrupt in the film. Is that what happened? Then there's just loads of crime and
To
stuff.
pick up on that, I love the world we're in. It's
like a dystopian,
Judge Dredd.
nightmarish future.
Obviously, it's like
where
hell on earth.
Cops are just getting killed on the street.
Yeah.
And people are like okay in it because they're a cop.
And people have 500-foot guns with 20-foot scopes on. I love it. Everyone's just gone to pot. And you're in for a ride you want to be in.
You're in for a
it's
hell
the
of a-
Wild West, but people have pistols.
It's the 80s. You're in for a hell of a ride.
Let's go. Anyway, there's a news report introducing us to Detroit. In that report is bad guy 1, bad guy 2, and these motherfuckers look creepy. Are them two guys the same ones taken straight from it's not True Lies. What's the space one with Arnie?
Oh, fuck.
Damn it, Geigen, give the people the air. Which one's that?
What's it called again?
Total Recall.
Total Recall, baby.
Boom. Are them the two bad guys out of Total Recall?
I want to say yes.
100%. Even the henchman. Or is Michael Ironside his henchman? And then the henchman in this looks exactly like Michael Ironside.
I've got no idea.
Okay, I'm getting confused.
Moving
Next
on.
point. The practice gun given to the guy that gets turned to mince beef isn't just a plastic mock-up, it's a nickel-plated Desert Eagle.
I've got a point here. That was originally going to be Robocop's gun, but it was too small in his hands.
That's incredible.
a fucking Desert Eagle eye.
Wow.
So they took a Beretta
Right.
and just altered it, made
That's
it bigger.
incredible. Do you get what coming out there though?
All of
Isn't
it.
that just
Well,
the 80s?
I've got down here, be Guy Mulch in the first 15 minutes. How the hell did they get away with that and continue?
So, there's another point to make.
I love the 80s.
Yes, of course. John, you tweeted we couldn't get the one we wanted. We couldn't get
the director's cut, really.
I don't know what it is. No, it was the original release.
I think it's the director's cut.
It's not the director's
So
cut.
in this one, we didn't see as much when Murphy gets
Correct.
killed.
Yeah.
Well, killed.
A little bit less.
That
And
guy
then
get mulched.
That guy
wasn't
gets
as bad.
For mulch, it's a minute straight of him just and there's just chunks
Blood
coming
squibs.
out.
Blood squibs all over.
Not just blood. I think it's the most squibs used on a human. One person. Also, there's meat chunks just popping out of him. Oh, it's glorious.
Why did they take that out?
It's truly just a craft.
If you don't want to watch that film, don't watch the film.
Fair play.
Do you know what I mean?
I mean, you know what? You read the title. It's called RoboCop.
What do you
You
expect?
know exactly what you're in for.
It's going to be a
man
robotic
getting
cop.
blown to pieces.
It's going to be a robotic cop whipping some bad guys' asses.
Next point. They are not the fanciest moves I've ever seen. That line.
When he gets the gun out,
That
he's
is in
like
relation
twirling the gun. She's like, "That's great moves."
So RoboCop's introduced as just Murphy, a plain old detective with a mysterious background, getting changed over to a new Detroit police station, and his partner is like, "Wow, they're the best moves I've ever seen."
He's
He's just twirling
he's
the gun,
twirling the gun
right
finger.
around his arm, which obviously ties into the fact that his kid watched the
I like
cowboy
the
stuff.
foreshadowing though, because when he does it as RoboCop, she clicks and it's Murphy.
That's great
Good
stuff.
stuff.
That's great
good stuff.
But it also looks much better as RoboCop
100%.
because it's a bigger gun.
And it's a human thing to do.
Ah, there you go.
B, I've got a point.
Yes.
When is this set?
I
I want to say like 2005.
Yeah.
I want to say like
Yeah.
that's exactly what the thought 2005 would be like.
Exactly. It's like Blade Runner is like 2049 or whatever. It's like fucking miles into the future.
Unreal.
Love it. Like, what happened? Don't know what statement is being made by the film, but when the officer is distracted by the henchman's penis, I don't know what's happened there.
There was like a little 30-second minute when she's like, a 30-second minute. It's like,
30-second minute.
it's like work that one out. There was 30 seconds, Bede, where it was like, is she gonna look at his dick? Is she not gonna look at his dick? And she couldn't help it. And she can end up getting belted into a pile of sandbags.
And then declared dead. You know what I mean?
He was, and then he goes back to the lads and he's like,
Yeah, I
I
killed
had
it.
my way with her.
Yeah, I
All he
know.
did was kick her into a pile of sandbags. She did nothing.
Did he have a gun?
I don't know.
And I'm not using the metaphorical question there.
I think he did.
I'm trying to rule reverse there. Would I do that?
Why was he wearing a beret?
It's the 2005.
He was wearing like a camo jacket and a beret.
It's 2005 in a weird future.
Unreal.
It all makes sense.
But
Anyway,
what? Oh, if you've got a point of when they go back to that exact place to hide RoboCop or not?
no, but we'll get there later
Right,
on. You can put that in.
Because that really, I was like wondering that one. Go.
Murphy reacts pretty calm after getting his entire hand blown off.
I think this is something down to the editing, because in the original cut,
Yes.
he gets his hand blown off and then he gets his arm blown off.
Right.
2 shotgun blasts.
Okay.
How does he survive at all?
Right.
A shot to the head,
Yes.
and how does he? He would just turn into like just red
mulch.
mist. It
What
would
happened to the guy?
I know.
Oh, getting back to that point, I quickly. Not my point, because this is on YouTube,
Yeah.
comment section. Why did they load Ed 209 up with bullets? Real bullets and not stock plastic ones?
Just like rubber bullets.
Aye.
You know why? Because of the 80s.
Bit of a foresight.
But I've missed a couple of points here as well. You know when they're chasing the guys into the warehouse?
Yes.
Why is he shooting with 2 guns? Just because it's cool? Or is 2 guns better? Because I think you'd not be able to hit anything if you're trying to fire with 2 guns.
It's the
surely.
80s, 2 guns. 2 of anything is better.
Someone leaned out of a cop car shooting 2 guns.
If you double-
you're having it.
80s mantra, double it, it's better.
Okay,
Alright?
okay. You definitely wait for backup.
Yes. But this is,
What do they say? They're like looking at each other and they're like, let's go and do it.
let's do it.
What could go wrong?
I need to become a Robocop.
We're going into an old sawmill where there's at least 6 shotguns and 8 bad
There's
guys.
another point. Did Murphy not read the fine print where they said you're going to get turned into a robot man if we kill?
Well, it's behind the scenes thing, isn't it?
I think the guy says he signed the thing. He signed the paper. We can do what we want with him.
Oh, right. So he's read it and he's like, oh, yeah, go on then, you do this to me.
Well, he mustn't have read it because just like I do with every
It's
email I
like
get,
you get given an email or you get given a thing. It's
Like,
like,
I've taken-
read the small print.
for something like, I don't know, Asda.com, not getting paid. We may turn you into a robot if you don't buy a lettuce off us. Tick.
Well, you would take it anyway, wouldn't
Yeah,
you?
definitely.
Robo-beat.
Where am I at?
Robo-beat.
Where am I at? Yep, he gets turned to mulch.
My next point after fair do 6 shots from 6 different shotguns
Yeah.
is if he eats, how does he shit? But I've got a little bit I've got Robocop points after this. What I want to talk about.
Common question.
I've got common Robocop questions. We'll do after your
Oh,
points.
this is a good one.
Okay.
So he gets turned to Robocop. Would be pretty boring if he
Fair
didn't.
enough.
I've always wondered, and this is a great question I want to pose
I love
to
how
everyone.
daunting he is when he gets turned into it. By the way, and he's stomping about.
Oh, I
I'm like,
wouldn't stop him.
shit's going down
that
here.
last stops him. I would not get in his way.
He looks scary as fuck.
I always wondered, just like with Batman, what would happen if he got shot in the mouth section of his face.
Wait, we're going back to a big because that's one of my Robocop questions.
Is it?
Yes, we'll go back to
Okay,
it.
I'll save that one. But it's a fucking great question, I think. Ha ha ha. Robocop asks himself whether he should uphold the law and not kill main henchmen after killing a cocaine's factory worth of scumbags.
He's just like, oh, I've got a damage totalizer E-beat as well.
Okay.
Do you want us to hit it or not?
Hit me up.
Right, okay. So when you were making points, I looked at you and I thought, you know what it is? I'm going to do a damage totalizer for all the damage that Robocop causes and how much it costs.
Makes sense to me.
Beat. I'll run from them quickly now. A fridge. I've done in pounds, by the way, people. So if you want to convert it, you can do.
Okay.
Because we're in England, it's pounds. A fridge. £500. Probably cheaper in the 80s as well. We're going off modern day prices.
Fridge?
Yeah.
Oh, the guy
He
that-
destroys a fridge.
Yep. He throws him into a fridge.
Yep. That's when he's in the off-license thing, isn't it?
Yes.
A dress, £50.
The
That's when he
nut
shoots
shot.
through the dress for the nut shot. A wall and window, £500. I think that's probably cheap at the price. A petrol station, £1 million.
It's a petrol station, £1 million.
I'm
Location,
spitballing
mate.
here,
Look, it's in Miller,
Beat, I'm
Detroit.
spitballing here.
Okay.
A car, 15 grand. Factory windows and a conveyor belt, 20 grand. I'm guessing that's a cocaine factory.
So this is nigh on the same price as a car.
Apparently so.
In Detroit.
I don't know. An office building, 15 grand.
Entire office building.
I think it's just a few rooms, to be fair.
Okay.
OCP? It's OCP, isn't it?
OCP.
OCP.
We'll go.
Sawmill damage, 100 grand. Toxic waste barrel, 50 grand.
All right.
Ed 209, 15 million.
He kills 5 or something.
I thought I didn't class, you know the one he pushes down the stairs?
Yeah.
I didn't class that as
Not
being
his
out of action.
damages.
I reckon that one comes, it's only one, there's only one he kills in the film.
Oh, is that the same one?
The second one's got more in, I think.
Well, it's the same.
I think it's the same one. I think
So
the man should get up off
they're
the
just
stairs.
craning it up off the stairs.
100%.
And I love how they don't make a change to its design at all. Maybe don't have enough time because Robocop's killing everyone.
So the total beat is £16,201,050. That's how much damage he cost.
That is scientific.
And if you add the sundries on, you've got 500 grand's worth of bullets, 250 grand's worth of Robocop repair,
Yeah.
and £50 worth of baby food.
Which he just destroys.
Aye, he's like, I'm not hungry, so he's just using them for target practice rather than just
Brilliant.
pick up a couple of rocks.
Okay.
Anyway, beat back to your points. That's my little bit input.
Right. Ed 209 is the worst. Who designed a robot that has so much sophistication, but it looks like a T-Rex, and it can't
It's got
walk
two
upstairs?
cannons on though. That's all I'm bothered about.
It's the 80s mantra.
Two miniguns.
Double it up. We're having a good time.
Just push it down some stairs.
You know what I mean?
That bit's brilliant though. And he's just like, you random office guy, come and get this Desert Eagle, and pointed at this war machine.
Oh,
and he's like,
unbelievable.
ha, this will be good. And just fucking mulches it.
And
And how did they get away with that? How's the company not just totally disintegrated after murdering one of its employees
I
by
have no
Ed
idea.
209?
This point was actually in. You know when it falls down the stairs?
Yeah.
If you look at that scene, right, go back and watch it. Look at the motion in which it falls down, and then watch Aliens, right? And look at the motion in which Sigourney Weaver's.
I know. Yeah.
You know the big.
Yes. Yeah.
And that falls into the air duct.
Yep.
It falls in the exact same way.
Does it?
Aye, exact same way.
It goes down nice and heavy.
Tumbles. I like it a lot. Next point.
Okay, mate.
Someone turned Peter Weller into Humpty Dumpty. You know, he takes his mask off.
Apparently, this is interesting. Who's your favourite guy who does all the special effects and makeup?
Stan Winston.
The Thing in that? Rob
Rob Bottin.
Bottin.
Yeah.
Him and Peter Verhoeven, is it?
Yeah, okay.
Verhoeven.
The director.
Fell out big style on this.
Really?
Paul Bottin.
Paul Bottin?
Paul Bottin.
Rob Bottin.
Sorry, Rob Bottinbeed
Yeah.
did not want that scene shot. He wanted that scene in darkness. You know when they're eating the baby food in the sawmill.
Right, so it's kind of all that makeup,
The director
but then you can't really
wanted
see
it in light, so they had a massive falling out. Then when they went and they refused to talk to each other for the rest of the production.
Wow.
And then when they went to see the film and it worked,
Yeah.
he decided to sign straight on for Blade Runner and do Blade Runner,
Really?
which was after this.
Wow.
But yeah, just a little bit of trivia.
Hold on, Rob Bottin was attached to Blade Runner.
He did Blade Runner as well.
Really?
No, not Blade Runner, Total Recall.
Oh, of course. That's a bit of a difference.
Total Recall, mate. Sorry.
Hold on, was Blade Runner made
Blade
before
Runner was before this.
RoboCop?
I've just got the wrong film.
Okay. That blew
That's our
me
knowledge.
mind.
That's our knowledge, people.
Well done.
Also, beat. This is the point we'll bring up. Why on earth did they go back to that sawmill to hide RoboCop?
Is there a reason?
No, all I can think of is going to bring them back bad memories and provide the bad guys his exact location.
Well, they have his exact location anyway because they have his tracker.
What about the
correct?
guns that they turn up with?
That is brilliant. Like,
We thought they only had one, and then it's like they kept on getting out the van one by one with these big.
I was
fucking
like, they have two, and
Three?
four. They all have them. So the 80s mantra: double it, double two Barretts, and then once you've doubled it, 80s mantra again, double
Double
it
it
again. So we have four.
and then fire it at a house. They'll just explode. Love it.
Unbelievable. Close to the end of my observations here. Not my original point,
Uh-huh.
but love the. I'm not sure where I got this point from.
Right, yeah.
I've watched a few YouTube videos on it. I mean, of course, a very academic source of information. Love the gradual transition from robot to human being indicated
Yeah.
by Murphy's voice losing its robotic effect.
That's good, But you said that to me when watching the film.
Yeah, so not only does the removal of
Becomes
his
more
helmet,
human
you can
as he goes on.
You can hear that tinny stop or there will be trouble.
Yeah.
It becomes more Murphy-like, which
Yeah.
is just such a nice subtle thing, which I've never really
Uh-huh.
picked up on before. Love that shit.
I don't mind that.
That leads to indications of Peter Verhoeven being a lot more intelligent than some may think due to the kind of genre of film he makes.
Yeah.
But I feel the genre of film he makes, he kind of maybe is poking fun at the fact that we enjoy seeing such violence.
Yes.
You know
well,
what I mean?
It's just a satire. He
Yes.
does satire very, very well.
There's clearly undertones of like that. Obviously, there's big points of commercialization.
It's all
being,
about. That's like I'd buy that for $1.
Exactly. And if you look at Starship Troopers, which is one of my favorite films of all time, that is just American Nazis.
It's just it's how
Fascism.
capitalism takes over the world.
And
Really,
fascism,
isn't
mainly fascism. I love it.
it? Yeah, there you go.
Brilliant.
We know big words, people. Don't worry about it.
Big word. Fascism. The biggest word. Next point. Right at the end. What happened to practical effects? When a doll gets dropped down a ventilation shaft. Probably blue screen.
Is that when
its
the arms are like twice the size of his body?
Literally Freddy Krueger.
It's a puppet
arms.
beat. That's what it is. It's a puppet.
It's a puppet.
Yes, they made a puppet.
What does he do?
This is it. Right now we're in a world of CGI where everything looks like clear and as shit. This guy is made into a puppet to be thrown out of a window.
Okay.
They made a puppet of the guy, the actor.
Right.
There you go. That's true.
Can I just... I've made a point about this, but how good is the ending when he can't shoot the main bad guy because...
The guy goes, "You're fired." Boom.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Just blows him away.
Is that not what you want?
Oh, man.
Can somebody give me a cheesy 80 line at the end before they shoot the bad guy?
I mean, Quentin
Does that happen anymore?
Tarantino
Yes.
is the only person who delivers this.
Has that fun.
And a lot of people don't like him for it.
That self-referential understanding of this is
This is wrong. It's so wrong. It's so stupid.
But love it.
But it's good on a
We
different
love it.
level.
That's exactly right. It's a great point to make.
Does that wrap your points up, Bede?
Yep, that wraps me points up, mate.
Love it, Bede. You made some good points there.
Thank you.
Can we go into a little bit Robocop discussion now, Bede?
Yes, we can.
So I've got certain points I want to make. 3. What happens if you get shot in the mouth?
Alright, so I made this point before. We are seen in one scene of the film.
Yep.
He covers his mouth.
I like that. That's very, very good.
I've never seen that reference.
When he's getting...
with Batman.
For some reason, all the police turn on him.
Yeah,
Because they're told to.
of course.
And he's running away and he's covering his mouth, which is really, really cool. I enjoy
Why
that.
have I just said Batman? If Batman gets shot anyway, he dies.
Or Batman and Robocop suit.
Oh, that would be danger.
Robocop, man.
Robot Man. Robo Man.
Bat Robocop.
I hate it.
I hate it. Right, so there you go. So that must kill him if he gets shot in the mouth.
It mustn't
Aye,
it?
that
Because
must
he
be it.
definitely goes like that.
He can take some damage, by the
He
way.
definitely can. And he just becomes a little oily. You get a bit baby
A
food
little,
down
bit, a little bit of oil on you.
a little bit of oil and you turn into Humpty Dumpty.
My next point be, if he eats baby food,
Yeah.
how does he shit?
Right, go to Reddit, go to some weird...
Do you reckon Reddit will have the answer?
Go into a forum which is very dedicated about Robocop.
We'll try and find that and we'll tag it in.
They will have blueprinted the entire suit and there's got to be an exhaust point. A deposit area.
Beat. Next point.
Yes.
How does he get his nose into that mask?
I made this point.
You
up
made
in
that
the
point,
film.
like-
His nose is flat down.
It must hurt.
It must be like, you know, when you
And
push your face
pinned
against
down.
a pane of glass.
Um,
It must be like that.
Peter Weller. It is Peter Weller, isn't
Yes,
it?
it
Who plays
must be.
Robocop.
It's got to be.
He wore,
played
he wore a
Ava.
bald cap, so it was easier to take the helmet
Did he?
off. Aye.
That's really good.
But yeah, have you got any points to make on Robocop?
It's like literally one of my favourites of all time. And I don't know
Unbelievable.
if the director's making a fool of us because I like it,
Yep.
but I love it maybe because of that.
Beat final ratings.
Yeah, final ratings. It's a definite 9 out of 10. I haven't even picked up on it. Soundtrack.
Oh god.
Good grief.
Is it a little bit better than Danny Elfman's score in Justice
A
League?
little
Pete?
bit more, you know, of its own identity.
We said, why does it not happen now in film where you take one theme tune
Yes.
and you layer it throughout the film at
Subtly
certain
layer
important
it.
times?
And then we blast at the end the full main.
Get a great theme tune. Fair enough, put your little bit songs in if you
Little
want now and
bit.
again. But just blast it through the film and then you get something iconic.
I'm talking Unbreakable. There you go.
I was going to mention another one, but I couldn't think of another one. But
Good.
maybe Marvel? The Avengers? Maybe?
Yes, yes,
Maybe
definitely. The first Avengers. Yes.
People
People don't like that song, by the way. But I don't know
It's
if
not
it's
brilliant.
DC fanboys just going.
Man
I
of
don't
Steel?
Like
Man
Marvel.
of Steel?
Yes,
Unreal.
like it.
Very much like the Hound track.
Hound track.
Soundtrack by Hans Zimmer.
Well done.
Right, so Beat. Final ratings. You said 9 out of 10. We're not doing point ratings
We're
anymore.
not. Oh, crap. What are the rating system? It's been so long we've had a week off.
I'm going to put the rating system onto every post we do because I don't think it's ever going to stick.
Okay.
We've got shit.
Yes.
We've got Keanu Reeves as acting
Yes.
in Bram Stoker's Dracula. We've got Idris Elba,
Yeah.
a standard 5, 6 out of 10.
Yes.
When we've got Let's Drink to That,
Yeah.
and then we've got Enter the Halls of Crasshalla.
We'll take a guess, John.
I'm taking a guess, beat.
Yeah.
Enter the Halls of Crasshalla.
That is correct.
I'll back you up on that one. And that kind of wraps it all up, Bede.
Thank you very much.
To go into some fan questions.
I'm not seeing it.
Bede, we've got a few questions here, so I'm going to try and rifle them off.
Let's go.
Razzers, hit us for a few.
The legend.
At Razzayube, give him a follow, people. Bede, what would you buy for $1?
Oh, fuck. That guy's mustache. Or haircut. Have you seen it?
Oh, the guy.
The guy himself, he has a pencil mustache or something, like a little twirly one, weird teeth, and a nice kind of 1940s French waves.
Unreal.
You know what I mean? There you go.
I would have
Could
a...
you get that for $1?
Probably not, but we'll think outside the box on this one.
Okay.
What would I buy for $1? One of the Solid Snake bulletproof vests that I wear.
What? Is that $1?
I want to say so.
You can't take that much freedom.
Moving on.
Okay.
This movie came out in the 80s. If you were going to recast this movie, who would you cast? I'm guessing it's RoboCop.
Modern day RoboCop.
Who would you have as modern day RoboCop?
Peter Weller's, someone who scares us, someone who you don't want to fuck with. Oh my god, that's such a difficult question to put us on the spot with.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
No.
Ryan Gosling.
No.
They need to be skinny.
No.
They need to be skinny to get in the
I'm
suit.
not having Ryan Gosling as him.
Do you want to CGI RoboCop beat? Is that what you want?
No.
It's all. Who was the dude who played the last one? Do you like him or not?
The guy in Suicide Squad.
He was pretty cool in it, to be
Played
fair.
Rick Flag.
Yes, yeah. I don't mind him.
He was okay.
I don't mind the film, to be fair. It's just very boring.
It is very boring. Who would I cast?
It got a lot of stick though.
Wait, I need to cast someone. Oh my god, this is difficult. 2 seconds. Tom Holland.
Tom Holland.
Yes.
What? Loki?
Loki.
No, it's Spider-Man. Tom Holland, isn't it?
Who the hell am I thinking of?
Tom Hiddleston.
Tom Hiddleston. He's live, and it's the worst decision I've ever thought about now. I'm sticking with
What
it.
would that be?
I don't like it at all.
Beat who would win in a fight, RoboCop or Terminator? We're gonna go original 1984 Terminator.
Fuck, that's
I want
a
to
great
say
question.
RoboCop because I want good to always prevail.
Terminator.
Terminator 100%.
You know why?
Why? Because
He'd lock onto his mouthpiece
and just blow it
and
away.
blow it to smithereens.
Okay.
Alright?
Which weapon would you have from this movie? See, there's a few. That's a great question because there's a few good weapons in this film.
Well, so...
See,
I mean,
let's run through the weapons.
okay, nickel-plated...
You've got the nickel-plated Desert
which is just a
Eagle.
normal Desert Eagle you get anywhere.
But
I still
everyone
want
loves
it.
a Desert Eagle.
Yeah.
We've got
That's why I stopped wearing that.
RoboCop's Beretta,
Which is
It's customised.
unbelievable.
automatic Beretta.
Yes. Was it a free burst or not?
I don't know.
Okay.
Or the anti-air gun beat. Which one would you pick?
The anti-air gun.
You know when they all get out the van one by one.
Yeah, that's great. I could pick that, but would I be able to carry it anywhere?
It's not very. What's the word I'm looking for?
practical.
It's not practical at all, is it?
I'm going for the Desert Eagle.
Oh yeah.
It's that ridiculous.
I can't believe you picked the Desert Eagle over
The Beretta.
RoboCop's Beretta.
I'll say you get that one, and I get the Desert Eagle.
I think we have
You can't- you
we
can't
have a gun
both.
off. You know,
What
like
would win?
a Mexican standoff.
Yeah, but could
You have the Beretta. No, I have the Beretta. You have the Desert
in the hands
Eagle.
of a robot, the Beretta's great, but the Desert Eagle
Have
could
you
plow
tried?
through a
Have you
concrete
tried
wall.
firing a Desert Eagle before?
No, never.
It's meant to be ridiculous.
It's meant to break your hand.
Yes. I think there's a person on YouTube who does it and literally fires it and it knocks her out. It comes back and knocks her out
Oh
in
my
the face.
god.
Like breaks her nose. And for that reason, I'm really going to tag where that person uses the melon. It's like a catapult and it comes back and hits her.
That's so funny.
That's going on.
By the way, you don't know the recoil of that pistol because no one else fires it. He's a robot, so that could have the biggest recoil ever known to man.
You're right, you're right.
Well done.
We'll see. And it's an automatic pistol, so it's got to have some kick.
Definitely.
B. At Jammy Nem here. Bing, 1.5 Black Dog did our intro. Legend.
Forever indebted.
Aside from Dick Jones, what other bad guys Verhoeven cast Ronnie Cox as?
So I think we've previously answered this before.
You gotta be
David Corrigan giving people the air.
one legend.
Eyes popping out of his goddamn brain.
B. We've got Aggro here. At Aggro the Clown, give him a bit of a follow, people. He's top notch. He's the guy who tagged us into the 12-foot Robocop statue that's being built in Detroit.
What a hero. I might actually break me social media rule and go on and look at it.
Bede. What rank is RoboCop? Seems like a lot of money to rebuild an officer, but then he doesn't really do much detective work, does he? What rank? I mean, Murphy's high ranking, isn't he? But he still is only just...
Is Murphy high ranking?
No, he's just a normal cop.
There's a stereotypical black drill sergeant as a main, which I love.
Unreal. Maybe he was high rank before he came to Detroit.
What? So when you make a change from police station, you get D-ranked?
Apparently so.
Or did he do something bad?
In this universe, he does.
Okay. So what rank is he?
I'm going to say Beat Cop.
I'm going to say Colonel 2.
But he always steps above his rank to go and take on 6 people in a sawmill with shotguns when he should stay in the car.
He makes his own rank. Like, what about that scene where the guy's got the mayor?
The mayor? John Mayer.
The mayor? Oh, how do you say mayor?
Give the people the mayor.
Oh no, we've started somebody. Is it mayor or mayor?
It's mayor.
Mayor.
Yes.
Is it never mayor?
It's never mayor.
Is this not
we
semantics?
had this argument before.
Is this not semantics, like tomato, tomato?
No, it's not.
It's mayor.
It's mayor.
Well, a horse is a mare. A horse have mares.
Spelled differently.
Okay.
Moving on, come on.
Anyway, he literally just drives through the police tape. So I think he's just separate from the police entirely. He's like a corporation
Right,
thing.
okay.
So he would have the rank of corporate robot.
There you go.
He's like a Picasso. You know the Citroen Picasso arms.
He's Picasso corporate robot. That's his rank.
You know the Citroen Picasso robots?
Yes.
He's that.
Next question from Agro. Why is ED209 so shit?
I've never heard someone say ED209
Well, I've just...
and not call it Ed209.
It's ED209 in the film.
It is technically that.
But you call it Ed209.
Okay.
Why is it so shit? I think we'll pick up on that in the podcast. Do you want to briefly summarise, mate?
Anything... Well, I'll give it 1 point. It's got 2 massive guns and
there
not
you go.
one.
It's got 2 chain guns on either side.
It looks like a T-Rex, so you'd probably run from it more than a normal human being.
Could someone sit in it?
No. No.
Because it's got like a...
I guess that's the brain.
Alright, fair
How is
enough.
there such a gap in technology in the fact that you make a man a human robot, and then this guy's got the biggest fucking stupidest clunky fucking T-Rex robot I've ever seen. It can't climb upstairs. Simple answer.
Simple, there you go. Beat, next question. Hi, Roboboss from Bristol here. Add Boss Bounty Hunt, the other half of Black Dog who do our intro. What legend? Give him a follow, people.
Forever indebted.
Robocop has one major flaw. Just run away from him. He can't run. That's a good point.
He just quickly walks everywhere.
He can't run. So if you ever want to get rid of him or get away from him, you've just got to belt it. But then he has got
tracking systems.
Yeah.
Could you outrun him
before he Berettas you?
Your cock off?
Probably not. His question is, that wasn't in the question bit, the question is, in which Olympic event would Robocop be best at?
Oh my god.
Well, I've got it easy.
What?
Archery. If you could shoot a Beretta. Isn't the shooting an Olympic?
The shooting?
But he's got a ski as well.
The one where you ski and then...
It's like time trials.
What is that event?
I don't know, but it's
awesome.
awesome.
Like you ski and then you lie on your chest and shoot a
Right,
rifle.
boss, what I'm saying is, he's not going to do well at the skiing, but he will pull it back in the firing range.
He'd be perfect at skiing. He doesn't even need skis.
He'd just sink into the snow.
No, he would. How heavy is he?
About 800 pounds, probably.
That's great.
Anyway.
There's a shooting one, isn't there? Would he be...
Shooting? Maybe I.
No, walking.
Right, okay.
Is a walk an Olympic event?
Shot put.
900 metres. The longest metres.
He can't run.
No, but everybody would die if you made it like 5 marathons.
That's not an Olympic event, that's just you making things up.
Okay, I thought we were going to make
right,
Olympic events.
Beat will settle, shot put. Last question, B. At Scotty Boy, what a legend. What's the difference between Robocop and the Tin Man? In brackets, Alice in Wonderland. How long is it there? How to say that the Tin Man is of Alice in Wonderland?
Of course.
Who would fit it best in Star Wars? I'm guessing that's who would fit in best in Star Wars.
So, one, the Tin Man doesn't have a customised
you've
Beretta.
Got the Tin Man,
yeah,
and you've got Robocop, who would fit in the Star Wars. So if he's walking through Mos Eisley, would anyone bat an eyelash?
Tin Man.
What? Robocop looks at least futuristic in space. No, the Tin Man looks like a bloody...
If you in Mos Eisley, if you look like you fit into the situation,
You shouldn't be there.
You don't fit into the
Right.
situation. There's a wolf, man.
Do you think Robocop would be able to handle his own in Star Wars?
He can't run.
He can shoot everything.
can't
though.
run.
I know, but the answer is he can shoot that Beretta.
Can he shoot
And
everything
apparently,
before?
it never needs reloading, and it's
Of course,
unlimited bullets.
Of course. Would a lightsaber go through him? Definitely. He'd get fucked up. That mouthpiece is dangerous, man. The Tin Man doesn't have a mouthpiece. It's like his face.
It was interesting on the Twitter this week because I put out like a film fight, Terminator versus RoboCop.
Right.
I think Terminator won hands down.
Well, of course.
But everyone wanted RoboCop to win.
Has Terminator got a bronze statue made after
No.
him? Does he? Fuck.
Here you go, Beat.
He definitely does somewhere.
Live on the podcast, Beat. I'm going to show a Beat. Thanks to Aggro. There he is. The legend. Check that out, Beat.
Oh my god, that's huge.
How big are them legs?
Oh my god, there's the head.
What a legend.
That's
Who
really
makes that
nice,
sort of
that.
shit?
What a guy, huh?
What an absolute legend.
What a legend. He looks like the guy who would buy $1 for.
I'd buy $1 for that. That's not even the line, is it?
I'd buy $1 for that. Stop, or there will be immediate trouble.
I love how happy he looks making it as well.
He does
He's
look
like,
happy.
he knows he's achieving something massive here.
Massive.
That's been the podcast, people. Anyway, give us a follow on Twitter. We're on SoundCloud as well for all you Android users. People on iPods, iPads,
Robos.
and iPhones. Go on to iTunes and drop us that 5-star review. Helps us out a lot. Gets us up the rankings.
Well done.
We've been talking crass. This has been RoboCop. See you later on, people.
Goodbye.
Beat. I'm glad we work for OCP.
It's unbelievable, isn't it?
The pay's good. It's a steady job.
I mean,
The old men are dickheads, by the way.
if we dug into its history, there will be definitely very, very weird implications of bribery, filthy, dirty organisation.
Cocaine,
But we've got loads of cocaine ourselves.
prostitutes.
Loads of... John, what's at the door? It's a 9-foot object.
Jesus Christ.
Come quietly or there will be trouble.
Oh, Beat, thank God. We work for OCP, RoboCop. You can't kill us.
And that director is sitting at the other end of our table. There's no words he could ever say to make you able to kill us.
You're fired!
Oh shit.
Thank you.